let this breathe.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we have a good one today, y'all. We are talking about the Splash Sisters. I know you've heard of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, but we are talking about the Splash Sisters that reside at the University of South Carolina, the #1 basketball team in the country. That's what we're talking about today. We talking about Te-Hina Lights Out Paopao. We talking about Breezy Hall. We talking about the pride of Minnesota herself, Tessa Johnson, our Splash Sisters extraordinaire. These three beautiful queens have been doing work this season. So, we have to start talking about first, we have to talk about Te-Hina Paopao. That's the first person we got to talk about, Te-Hina Paopao. Te-Hina Paopao, the transfer from Oregon. Was all Pac-12 multiple times at Oregon, but they ain't win nothing at Oregon. She wanted to come to South Carolina, so she wanted to win. And she watched the game from last season where, when we lost against Iowa and how she could have contributed to that, our three-point shooting, because we were very poor. We was horrible at the three-point line against Iowa. Okay, if I remember correctly, I think it was 4 for 20. 4 for 20. You think a Te-Hina Paopao wouldn't have lit up Iowa last season? You think that wouldn't happen? Well, Te-Hina Paopao's here. We got in the transfer portal. 7th ranked in the transfer portal. He had to do those stats all over again. Te-Hina Paopao be number one in the transfer portal. That is because what she has done all year. When you have a ache or a pain and you need to take some Tylenol or you need to take some Metamucil, maybe not Metamucil, but in Army terms, and because they give us Motrin for everything, it makes you feel better, right? So our three-point shooting was ailing, so you called up, Dr. So-and-so, say, Te-Hina Paopao available. Te-Hina Paopao available because we need some three-point shooting. And she came into the gym shooting three-pointers. And of course, we can talk about her three-point shooting, but she's been playing some exceptional basketball offensively and defensively. But she's averaging 12 points a game. 12 points a game in 27 minutes a game. 27 minutes a game, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, only 2 turnovers a game. That's a 2-to-1 ratio in my book in terms of turnovers. So she's an exceptional point guard, but she's shooting 48% from the field. 49% from the three-point line. 49% from the three-point line. Could this be a reason why South Carolina is number 2 overall in three-point shooting in the country? Could that be a reason? Is that the elixir that we needed? Te-Hina Paopao? Yes. 41% from the field, 41% from 3 overall is it's the Te-Hina Paopao effect. It's the Te-Hina Paopao effect. And her numbers are outstanding. 83% from the free throw line. Overall, she has the highest offensive rating by any Gamecock on this team. We're talking about 127.7. 127.7 offensive rating. But what is making Te-Hina Paopao such a great player in the SEC, and especially for South Carolina, is her defense. She improved. Her defensive right now is 81.1, which is far better than she ever played at Oregon defensively. She bought in to Dawn Staley's coaching. She's bought into, playing defense first, and then offense will come to you. Okay. And she came to South Carolina also because, she wanted to improve her draft stock, and improving her draft stock is to become a better defender. And And she's done that. She's become a better defender. If we are lucky enough to have the service of Te-Hina Paopao next year, you're only going to see more growth, better offensive production, better defense. But right now, she is one third of the Splash Sisters. Te-Hina Lights Out Paopao. Number two, the second third of our Splash Sisters is Breezy Hall. We know the story about Breezy Hall, 6-foot guard from Ohio. You know, waited her turn freshman year, waited her turn sophomore year. Well, she got her turn now. She got her turn this year right here. And she's averaging 27 minutes a game. 27 minutes a game. We know Bree Bill left last season. You know, minutes had to be distributed. Breezy Hall grabbed those minutes and has been making the most of it this season. 10 points, 3 rebounds a game. 47% for the field. Shooting a big 43%. 43% from the three-point line and 74% from the free throw line. Exceptional basketball for Breezy Hall offensively. Overall, you're talking about 120.2. 120.2 offensive rating, and defensively, we talk about a defensive rating of 82. 82. Solid defender, very good offensive player, very talented backcourt with Te-Hina, with Breezy, with Raven, you know, and that shouldn't be unnoticed. That stat should be, you know, talked about a whole lot with these three players of how great they are offensively while also being dynamic defensively. I mean, Raven Johnson has 72.2 defensive rating herself, okay, to go along with 116.3 offensive rating. You know, so Breezy Hall, Te-Hina Paopao has been dynamic offensively. 2/3 of the Splash Sisters. Okay, but we can't leave out the last one of the Splash Sisters. We're talking about the baby of the group. We're talking about the baby of the group. We're talking about the 25th ranked player in the 2023 class. Gatorade Player of the Year in Minnesota. McDonald's All-American. Won a 3-point contest at the McDonald's All-American game. We're talking about Tessa Johnson. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Tessa Johnson shooting those rainbow threes. That's so pretty, so amazing to see. And it looks, you ever get the chance, to go to a Gamecock game, come early so you can see Tessa Johnson warm up. It is so special, so dope seeing. Tessa Johnson averaging 16 minutes a game. 16 minutes a game, averaging about 5 points, about 2 rebounds, shooting 45% from the field goal range, shooting 44% from 3, shooting 80% from the free throw line. Offensive production, offensive rating of 116.4. Defensive rating of 79.2. Okay? This is Tessa Johnson. Okay? All the Splash Sisters. You know, Paopao, Breezy, Tessa. It's amazing. Tessa's only going to get better. She's only going to get better because she's just a freshman. She's a baby. She's a baby. And she's only going to get better. And we will see her sophomore year, her junior year, her senior year. We see her all work her way up to being a great player. And we talk about great players. We talk about offensively and defensively, not just one side of the court. We're not speaking about just one side of the court. We are talking about all facets of being a basketball player, because sometimes we hear this a whole lot. We just hear offensive numbers, and you see it on the ticker when you're watching a basketball game. Such and such had, you know, this amount of points. So I saw what was Saturday's game. You know, what's the girl name? Oh, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark had the triple double. Had a triple double for Iowa. Oh, this is our 5th triple double of the season. Remember, you actually see the stats of the basketball game. She had a terrible game. Triple doubles are so overrated. So overrated. Stop talking about some damn triple doubles. It don't matter. Triple doubles don't matter because she had a triple double, but she also shot less than 30% from the field, less than 30% from the 3-point line. But we're gonna gloss over. We're just gonna gloss over that fact. But she had a triple double because she shot so many shots. And the ball, she has like with the highest, it's between her and Juju Watkins had the highest usage rate in the country. So the ball is in her hands all the time. Everybody else on those teams, on Southern Cal's team or Iowa team, just sitting there like this right here. It's sitting just like him. Look at their nails. Oh, she shot again? Oh, yeah. Let me get back on defense. All right. Oh, they look at the nails again. Oh, pulling out the cell phone. Oh, she shot again because they ain't getting the ball. They ain't getting the ball. They're just watching the game just how we are. They should have bought a ticket. But that was South Carolina. Now that was Splash Sisters. Now we don't shoot the volume. Sunday's game, we was 8 for 12. We was 8 for 12 from the 3-point line. 8 for 12. But it was 67%. You ain't got to shoot no 33 pointers in a basketball game to be competitive. You got to just shoot that. You just shoot a high percentage of the 3-pointers that you shoot. So I encourage all teams that South Carolina play, shoot 33 pointers. Shoot 30 of them. I want you to. Whatever you want to do it. Shoot those 3 pointers because South Carolina is top 15, top 20 defending the 3. So at a percentage of 27%, so you want to shoot 3 pointers, by all means, shoot those 3 pointers. But if our percentages hold up, you're talking about 27%. So there's a whole lot of opportunities for the best rebounding team in the country to get a whole lot of rebounds so we can go back on the other side of the court and transition and score easily. Because when Raven does that little bounce, y'all know that bounce Raven be doing? When she doing that little bounce, doing a little bankhead, ATL style, we're going to score. So you just giving more opportunities for South Carolina to score the basketball. So it's okay. It's okay. I will take our Splash Sisters over any other team who say they are really good shooting the 3. Any of them. If there's a 3-point contest, I would take Te-Hina Paopao over any other shooter in the country. You say the media says that Caitlin Clark is the best shooter in the country. I beg to differ. She just shoot the most shots in the country. Te-Hina Paopao is the best shooter in the country, and she resides at the University of South Carolina. And Breezy Hall and Tessa Johnson are right behind her. Okay, the best shooting team in the country is South Carolina. Okay, we talk about team, right? That's all we're talking about. We're talking about team. Best shooting team in the country is South Carolina. Best shooting team in the SEC is by far South Carolina. It ain't close. It's not even close. Some teams don't even tip 3-pointers. They know they ain't gonna go in. And you got other teams who just, I'm gonna shoot because I know I can't score inside. But our Splash Sisters are balling out, but they ain't the only ones. We have a plethora. I love that word plethora. We have a plethora of players who've been balling out through 27 games. And we talk about 27 games and 27-0 and 14-0 in the SEC. Let's start. You know what we're gonna start with? We're gonna start with the defense. We're gonna start with the defense first because we have the number 1 ranked defense in the country. Number 1 ranked defense in the country. Defensive rating. I ain't talking about points per game because I hate that stat because it's a stupid stat to me. Points per game don't matter to me because it's taking into account of the teams that you played, and some of these teams are horrible, so they factor us into the mix. And I'm talking about defensive rating. South Carolina has the number 1 defensive rating in the country by a mile. By a country mile with no stoplights. That's South Carolina. Country mile, no stoplights with some sweet tea on the side. That is South Carolina. We are number 1 in field goal percentage allowed. Number 1. Okay? We are number 1 in two-point percentage. Number 1. In 3-point percentage, we are like 13th, 15th, overall, 27%. Okay? Blocks a game. We are number 1. South Carolina is a special team defensively. And when the tournament starts on next week, the tournament, SEC tournament is almost here, y'all. SEC tournament is almost here. We are about to play some games that matter. We're about to play some games that really matter. And I know we play Arkansas on Thursday. I understand that we play Arkansas on Thursday. But we also play Tennessee on Sunday, senior night. Y'all know we ain't losing no Arkansas on Thursday, no 9 o'clock. Y'all know it ain't gonna happen. Even though the game's on SEC Network, we're playing 9 o'clock. The game won't be over around 11 o'clock because Captain Will can't do a show at 11 o'clock because most of my fans got to go to work on the next day, so we'll be doing the show on Friday night. But anyway, they ain't gonna lose. Y'all know that. And then Tennessee, that's senior night. You know we ain't losing against no Tennessee on Sunday afternoon on senior day. You know that ain't gonna happen. There ain't no way. First off, we don't lose at home, and we definitely ain't losing no SEC game at home, and we definitely not gonna lose on no senior night. Those things ain't gonna transpire. The biggest mystery, the biggest guess, the biggest hope that we have that is a Cameron Brink situation. where Cameron Brink announced that she's going to stay for that 5th year and come back. I hope the same situation goes down on Sunday when senior night, where Te-Hina Paopao said, oh, yeah, I'm coming back another year. I hope that happens. Oh, then, but she ain't the only one, because there ain't no foregone conclusion that Camila Cardozo is going to the W. There ain't no foregone conclusion. I know she's 23, 22, almost 23 years old. I know that, you know, she's a top 4 pick right now, projected to be in the W, but there ain't no foregone conclusion that she's going to go to the W. It's not. It's not. What if she come out and say, hey, I want to run it back next year? We'll have our whole team back next year. I'm already saying that Saka Walker coming back next year. So that's the biggest mystery of what's going on, on Sunday. It ain't the basketball game. Tennessee couldn't find the rim against LSU, but, they come to South Carolina, they'll find the rim then. They ain't even decide to play. I don't know what Kelly Harper was doing on Sunday. I don't know what game she was calling. I have no idea what she was doing as a basketball coach in that game. I was so utterly disappointed because they could have won the doggone game. But Kelly Harper wasn't playing it, was coaching a good game. You had a whole lot of one-on-one play, even though, I don't know what Jewel Spears, I have no idea what version of Jewel Spears showed up to the basketball game, but they're going to play against us on Saturday. And it's going to be like, okay, so now we're going to play. But ain't going to win. Ain't going to win. Like, come on. Not against this number 1 team in the country in terms of defense, not against us. Because I always say defense travels. Well, we ain't got to go nowhere. We ain't got to go nowhere. Our defense is right here. They got to come on over to our place. Come on over to our place and play some basketball, okay? And it's going to be a whole lot of hoopla because it's senior night. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And, the girls got to be focused. Got to be focused on the mission because you want to get this game over healthy. Get that game over. You notice I ain't talking about Arkansas. I ain't talking about Arkansas. I'll do a little pregame show talking about Arkansas, tomorrow. But I ain't worried about Arkansas. Right? I think right now we're like a 27, 28-point favorite against Arkansas. I don't care about Arkansas. Not at all. They got like 1 player. I ain't worried about Arkansas. Tennessee, be healthy, score a lot, get locked in defensively, and just move on. Everybody be healthy and get ready for the tournament. Get ready for the tournament. We got the double bye, so I ain't worried about that. And start playing games that actually matter. Offensively, so we just talked about the defense. Offensively, South Carolina is number 3 in the country offensively with 115.9 rating. There ain't no team, none in the country that have a team that is ranked both offensively and defensively in the top 3 in the country. None. There's no team in the land other than South Carolina. We all know that we hang our hat on defense, but apparently we hang our hat on offense as well. Because this free-flowing, sharing offense that we do, unselfish play that we do is so pretty to watch. You watch that game on Sunday. That was the way basketball is supposed to be played. That is the way that it is coached. Unselfish, passing the ball. It's a reason why in that basketball game we had 30 assists. Who gets 30 assists in a college basketball game? Who does that? South Carolina. South Carolina had 30 assists in this game. Offensively, number 3 in the country. In assists, we're number 8 in the country, averaging 19 assists per basketball game. That is the Raven Johnson effect, who's averaging 5 assists per game. That is the Te-Hina Paopao effect, who's averaging 4 assists per game. Chloe Kitts averaging 2 assists. Ashlyn Watkins, Camila Cardozo averaging 2 assists, because everybody get assists, okay? Everybody in that basketball game had assists. Fulwiley averaging 2 assists per game. Okay, so many different players share the basketball. It ain't about me taking all these shots. It ain't about you taking all these shots. It's about all of us taking the best shot. Field goal percentage. You're talking about second in the country. Second in the country in offensive field goal percentage. We're shooting 51% from the field. 51% from the field. Okay, 2-point percentage. We're number 14th in the country. Number 14th in the country at 54% from the field. 54% from the field. 3-point percentage. You're talking about number 2. Number 2 team across the land is shooting 41% from the 3-point line. 41%. You know what we shot last year from the 3? Terrible. We were a terrible 3-point shooting team. You add in Te-Hina Paopao. You add in a focused Breezy Hall who are getting 27 minutes a game. Boop. You add in the improved shooter because Raven Johnson shot 20% from the three-point line last year. This year she's shooting 35%. Blue, you add in Tessa Johnson, the other splash sister, who's shooting 44% from the three. We got much better shooting the three. Okay, but it's all spearheaded from Te-Hina Paopao. Because the girl hit 1 out of 2 three-pointers per basketball game. Who does that? The best shooter in the country. The best shooter. If she went into the draft, the best shooter in the draft. It ain't even a question. It's not even a question. The 8 in the country with 19 assists per game. We always talk about the free throws. We talk about the free throws. Oh, South Carolina can't shoot free throws. There's something wrong with this basketball team. It is the free throw shooting. We talk about it. We lament about it. We hear it over and over and over on every network. Yeah, we got to talk about something. South Carolina's so good at everything else, but we got to mention the free throw percentage. In South Carolina, overall through 27 games, is ranked 276 out of 360 basketball teams at shooting 68% from the free throw line. But I tell you this right here, we're shooting much better from the free throw line in SEC play. I tell you this right here also. On Sunday, we shot 91% from the free throw line. If we get players that can actually shoot free throws to the line, that percentage would be very high. You know what I mean? So with the way that we play, we got the post players getting a lot of touches. And here's a fact for everybody. Overall, across every basketball team, the post players shoot the worst percentage on the team. The guards shoot the highest percentage. Okay? So with our team being inside out, our post players are going to go to the free throw line more than these guard-centric teams. So they're going to shoot in this astronomical free throw percentage. But here's the thing. They're going to shoot a whole lot of free throws in these 4-guard offenses that we play, But with that being said, you're going to get out-rebounded. Okay? So we're going to out-rebound you every game. We're going to block a ton of shots because you're smaller than us. We're going to make you work for every shot that you take because you're smaller than us. And we're faster. That's the thing. We're bigger than everybody, but we're also faster because we play on offense at a quick pace. So I said this before. You essentially teams just pick the way they want to lose. You choose how you want to lose. And I said Arkansas on Thursday night. We know you're not a very good basketball team, so you just choose. Coach, you just choose which way you want to lose this basketball game at home. It's up to you. I'm not sure if it's your senior night. Not really sure. I would suspect that it's your senior night. If tonight is your senior night, or Thursday if your senior night against South Carolina, I'm sorry for your loss. We just played Kentucky at their senior night. And I know the coaches don't determine, where you're going to play at SEC play. But I say it right here. If it comes up on your schedule, that you are doing senior night activities and the opponent is the University of South Carolina, I say don't do your senior activities during the game. Don't do that. Don't do it, but do it before the game. Have it at the dorm. Have it at some type of other event, because Kentucky with us getting beat by 40-some points on their senior night, and we got Arkansas on Thursday, who we probably going to beat by 30-some points on their potentially senior night. That ain't good. That ain't good. That's bad for business. That's bad for business because you're getting whooped in front of your family and friends and not co-workers. You're just everybody. That's not fun for nobody. That ain't fun for nobody. And offensively, we're gonna beat up on Arkansas. Assists. You're talking about 8th in the country. Assist to turnover rate 8th in the country. 1.44. Assists to 1 turnover, because we're 33rd in the country in turnovers. We're not. We hear that a lot too. Over the course of SEC play, South Carolina got to cut down their turnovers, and I agree. completely. We got to cut down the turnovers. But hell, everybody in the country got to cut down the turnovers, because 33 out of 306 is really good. That's really good. That's still top 10% in the country. That's an A. That's an A. If I was in school, that would be an A. Tiff Smith, that's what it is. Tiffany Brown, that's what it is. That's what it is. So you just got to continue to stay focused and locked in. But our assist to turnover ratio, which I love more than anything, It means that we are passing the ball, but we're not turning over the ball. We're scoring the basketball, but we're not turning over the ball. 8th in the country is dynamic, especially how good we are defensively. I like, come on. I love it. I love it. So we've discussed about the Splash Sisters. We discussed about the Splash Sisters, but that ain't it. That's just 3 players. There's the 3 players on this basketball team. We're gonna break it down a little further. We're gonna break it down a little more to the white meat. We're gonna bust it wide open to the white meat because 27-0 is 27-0. You're talking about 14-0 in SEC. So it's not just the Splash Sisters who's been doing their work. It ain't about just about the Splash Sisters. We're gonna talk about the engine. We're gonna talk about the engine. You're gonna talk about the engine that actually gets it going. We're talking about the engine that gets it going. We're talking about the engine that gets it going. We're talking about Raven Johnson. We're talking about Raven Johnson, old Hollywood, old crock pot herself, with all kinds of goodness in the pot. That's what we're talking about. Oh, Raven Johnson, the number 2 ranked recruit in 21 class. Okay, number 2 ranked recruit. Okay, got tore ACL, came back stronger than ever, best shape of her life, putting in work. And the sophomore herself, we're talking about the sophomore herself, 28 minutes a game, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 5 big assists, 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers a game. That's 2.5. That's 2.5 assists to 1 turnover. That is straight up crazy. Straight up crazy. Then throw in your 2 steals, shooting 47% from the field and 35% from 3. Raven has been having a great year this year. Her offensive rating is 116.3. 116.3. Okay. Her defensive rating is 72.2. 72.2, which is for players, guards in the SEC. Her 72.2 defensive rating is the best for players who play 21 minutes or more. I'm talking about people who play more than half of the basketball game, because I got to do a metric like that because South Carolina don't play a whole lot. You know, we don't play, we're not a team that have a whole bunch of starters or backups or whatever that play 30 minutes a game like some teams. But no, because the most minutes that our team have is Raven Johnson, who averaged 28 minutes a basketball game. So I just got to put that in context when I'm talking about that. You know, Raven Johnson leading the team in minutes. But you have several other players, 27, 27, 25, 26, 21, 20, so many different players, but we ain't got nobody do 33, 35, 37 minutes a game. No, we don't have that. So our stats, because of our depth, is spread out. Our stats are spread out because we don't have nobody shooting, 36 minutes a game, playing 6 players in a game. That ain't South Carolina. That's not the way. And if it holds true that we actually win the chip, which we are highly favored to win the chip this year, that depth will be the key to winning the championship. It is. It is. We about to play some games that really matter. And Raven Johnson is the engine that gets it all started. Gets it all started. So if you got Raven Johnson being the engine, we got a horse. And we got a terrifying sight for opposing teams. And that is a healthy Camila Cardoza, 6'7" Brazilian queen, averaging 14 minutes a game, 14 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 25 minutes a game. 3 block shots, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 58% from the field, about 64% from the free throw line. Camila Cardoza, and I'm talking about Camila Cardoza, and I got to put it in context. Camila Cardoza missed a couple of games, a few games because of injury, bumps and bruises. She went overseas, tried to get her team, Brazil, into the Olympics, balled her butt out, made the all-star team over there, but she hasn't played a couple games. I don't know if she's playing on Thursday or not. Not sure if she's going to play on Thursday or not. But if she plays, which I hope she plays so she can knock a little of this rust off, Camila Cardoza's offensive rating 125.5. 125.5. Her defensive rating 67.2. 67.2, which is second in the conference. Second in the conference in defense. Her overall rating is 58.3, which makes her number 1 in the conference. So we're going to hear a whole lot of talk about SEC Player of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, things like that. And I'm going to do my own SEC Player of the Year, 6 Women of the Year. I'm going to do all those awards when it's time to do that. So the last game is on Sunday. I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm going to do that on Monday, but you have number 1 basketball team in the country, South Carolina. Not close, all right? Number 1 basketball team in the country. And overall, Camila Cardoza is our best player. Overall, offensively and defensively, okay? Her offensive and defensive talent sets her apart from some of the other contenders who will be in the running for SEC Player of the Year. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some names out there. SEC Player of the Year: Kamilla Cardozo, our own. You're gonna hear some talk about Anissa Morrow, LSU. Angel Reese, LSU. Gonna hear some talk about Rickea Jackson for Tennessee. You gonna hear some talk. Those gonna be the main ones. Te-Hina Paopao. Gonna be some talk about her as well. So you can mess around and have two players who will be finalists for the SEC Player of the Year. Crazy, huh? But with that being said, Cardozo is the best overall player statistically and with your own eyes in terms of offense and defense. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of LSU fans talk about Angel Reese because of her stats. Well, Angel Reese plays about 8-9 minutes more than Kamilla Cardozo. So if you play 8 or 9 minutes more than Kamilla Cardozo, you are going to get higher stats, better stats, Kamilla Cardozo, because she's only playing 25 minutes a game. Okay, so that goes without saying. LSU has is not in the conversation in terms of team depth that South Carolina has. None. They play their starters a ton of minutes, and then they're playing Poa a ton of minutes, and they have Rosario come in and get a few minutes to spell, Angel Reese or Morrow. Just a few minutes, just a couple minutes, and then they come right back in the game. You have a whole lot of players on LSU who don't even get in the game. They just watch the game, they just bought a ticket, sit down, get in their sweats, maybe warm up a little bit. But there's a lot of players at LSU who on scholarship who has no reason to take a shower after the basketball game because they see no parts of the court. None. I don't care if they're up by 30. I don't care if they're down by 25. It don't matter. They ain't getting in the game. We're gonna play our starters over and over and over again. So, with that being said, Morrow's stats are a little higher than Cardozo's as well. A little higher than Cardozo. Not much, but she played 9 or 10 more minutes than Cardozo. Okay, and both of them play more than Paopao as well. But if you actually look at the total basketball player offensively and defensively, and folks gonna say, "Oh, right, Angel Reese is a great defensive player. She all right." Matter of fact, she good. She is good. She's really good. Let's say she's really good defensively. According to defensive metrics, she's a really solid to good, defensive player in the SEC. But her stats, they pale in comparison to Kamilla Cardozo defensively. Pale in comparison. Not even close. So their offensive rating is pretty similar, but a defensive rating is Kamilla Cardozo by a country mile. And we're not even going to talk about Anissa Morrow defensively, because Angel Reese is better than Morrow defensively. So Morrow's defensively compared to Cardozo ain't even in the same, room. You know what I mean? So I think it's the number one overall player by the offensive and defensive metric who happens to play on the number one basketball team should be the SEC Player of the Year. I don't give a damn about no stats, how many points and rebounds that you got when you're playing 36 minutes a game. I don't care about that. I care about the overall picture. The overall picture, because these two players play more stats and get maybe a rebound more, a rebound or two more. And Cardozo still get more block shots than both of them, playing a third of their minutes. Look at this picture right here. Just take this into account. Just stay with me. So Kamilla Cardozo averaged 25 minutes per game. Angel Reese averaged about 34 minutes a game. Morrow averaged about 35 minutes a game. All right. That is like a whole quarter. They play a whole quarter than our very own Brazilian queen, Kamilla Cardozo. Almost a whole quarter. So, yeah, they're going to get better stats, but they playing a whole quarter more. Think about that. But they playing a whole quarter more, but only averaging 2 to 3 points more and maybe a rebound or two more. Think about that. And playing worse defense. Cardozo is our Player of the Year, and I'm going to say it loud and say it proud every chance I get. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. And I mentioned that, Cardozo is the second best player defensively in the country. Now, the reason that she's the second best player in the conference defensively is because the number one player in the conference defensively is Ashlyn Watkins. Number one. Cardozo has a 67.2 defensive rating. Ashlyn Watkins got a 64.4 defensive rating. What? The sophomore extraordinaire, Watkins herself, has the best defensive rating in the conference, averaging 21 minutes a game. So that might be the only knock, saying that she can't win this award because she only playing 21 minutes a game. Well, so I can't blame. What you gonna blame South Carolina being so good? 21 minutes a game. That's more than half the games. More than half the minutes in a game. 21 minutes a game. She's still getting 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 block shots, 59% from the field. At the free throw line, she's shooting about 56%. Offensively, she has a rating of 119.4. Defensively, 64.4. Overall, you talking about 55 overall rating? Come on now. SEC, Ashlyn Watkins should win the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, be on the SEC First Team Defense, and win the 6th Woman of the Year in the SEC. And it shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be close. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna lose my mind if whoever voted for the SEC don't go my way. I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose my mind. That show gonna be off the chain. And so we talking about Watkins. We talking about Cardozo. And Watkins don't start. She come off the bench 21 minutes. The person who actually started is Chloe Kitts. That's the person who actually started. Chloe Kitts, came in last year, 17 years old, decided to graduate early, come on to South Carolina, 17th ranked recruit in the class of 2023. We know she wasn't ready last year to ball. We know she wasn't. But if there's a most improved award for the SEC, it should be Chloe Kitts. If you're just looking at stats, this year she averaging 20 minutes a game, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 53% from the field, 66% from the free throw line. Khloe Kardashian herself. Offensive rating of 113.1 defensively. And I've been talking about it a lot during SEC play. Chloe's a really good post defender. Really good post defender. She is. Really good post defender. And that 72.2 defensive rating shows that. Now, 20 minutes a game, 72.2 defensive rating. That's special, y'all. That is special. And that I'm here and I hear anyway, oh, Cap, she needs to gain more weight. She needs to do this. She needs to do that. Well, yes, she needs to do that. She just finished her first year as a college basketball player, playing on the number one team in the country, playing in the toughest conference in the country. I mean, come on. Yes, but she'll get bodied by Molly again during the offseason, get stronger, get faster. But what she is right now is establishing herself as a really good post defender. Let's say that, really good post defender in the vein of a athletic, versatile scorer and defender. And her ceiling is so high. And her overall rating of 40.9 is so good. So good. The Chloe Kitts that we see next season, if her trajectory continues to evolve and get better and better as we suspect it to be, oh my gosh. We have no idea how good this girl is going to be. We have no idea how good this is going to be. And Team USA helped Chloe. Team USA helped Raven. Team USA helped Joyce. All these different things helped these players. And we saw the offseason work and we saw the results this season. Chloe has the potential to average double-double this season. Potential. Not saying she's going to get it, but it's potential. If she had more minutes, she would. Let's talk about MiLaysia Fulwiley from Keenan High. Columbia's finest, MiLaysia Fulwiley, averaging 19 minutes a game, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 44% from the field, shooting about 32% from 3 and 80% from the free throw line. MiLaysia Fulwiley. MiLaysia Fulwiley is an exceptional basketball talent. We've heard it a lot when Dawn Staley says she's a generational talent. Well, she's exceptional offensively, and that's the highlights. That's the unbelievable play that we see her when you don't know what's going to happen. You have no idea what MiLaysia Fulwiley is going to do with the basketball offensively. But her offensive rating is 110.6. You know, there was early in the season. There was MiLaysia wasn't getting a lot of minutes because of her defense, and the smart, intelligent player that she is, she took the criticism, got better. Okay, in 19 minutes of play, MiLaysia Fulwiley defensive rating is 70.5. Right now, 27 basketball games. Right now, MiLaysia Fulwiley is our best perimeter defender. Yes. 70.5 defensive rating. Now, she played 19 minutes a game, so she's playing about 9 minutes less than our own Raven Johnson, who has a 72.2. But MiLaysia Fulwiley's defensive improvement has been remarkable. Just watch her. And I know you always want to watch her on offense. We always want to see what you're going to do, but also watch her on defense. She's not fouling as much. She's playing her offensive competitor very tight, very hard. Now, sometimes she gets some cheapy fouls. It happens. But she also averaging 2 steals. That helps the defensive rating. Okay? Her opponent's not scoring a lot on her. That helps out the defensive rating as well. Okay? MiLaysia Fulwiley could be one of the best all-around players that we've had at South Carolina. Her offensive rating going to continue to increase as she her 3-point shooting increases and her assists total increases and cuts down the turnovers. But to me, I'm more of the fascination of what she's going to be defensively. Because we know she's going to score the basketball. We know one-on-one ain't nobody can guard her. But I just want to see how that translates defensively over the next 3 years. Because if she becomes a all-around defender and offensive player, lights out in both of them, it's going to be a spectacular year and future years for South Carolina. I can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see it. Sania Feagin's averaging about 14 minutes a game, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 59% from the field, 69% from the free throw line. Very solid numbers in 14 minutes of play. Sania Feagin didn't play much in the beginning of the season. She played sparingly. She started, catching her second win. She started that light bulb came on. The door was open, and in conference play, the girl been balling. She's been balling. Last game, she had 5 block shots, 16 points. What? 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, all these different numbers that she had and played sensational. But not just offensively, she's playing sensational defensively, because that's been a knock from Sania Feagin about why she can't get into the basketball game, why she can't get a lot of minutes, why she didn't play a lot as a freshman or a sophomore. Well, I'm telling you this right here. And through 27 basketball games and 14 minutes of play, Sania Feagin has a defensive rating of 75.7. That's really good, y'all. That's really good. And you watch the basketball games, which I know y'all do because y'all rock with the Gamecocks just like your man Captain Will. You've seen her be that defensive presence that we wanted to see her doing. 75.7. That's outstanding, y'all. That's outstanding. That's an outstanding defender. So I wanted to keep it going. I want to see how she does against Arkansas. I want to watch her play defensively against Arkansas. She's going to get her points. That's what she does. She's going to get her points. When she's in the basketball game, she has the best moves on the team. Best offensive moves on the team. She got moves on top of moves. But I also want to see what she does defensively. Sania Feagin has turned the corner, and she's averaging 14 minutes a game right now. 14 minutes a game. Look for that percentage to continue to go up. Look for those points to go up as the season continues to go. Because you're talking about a 6'3" offensive presence who is now playing good defensively. She's going to force Dawn to put her in the basketball game, and she's going to trust her. Ooh. We about to play some games that matter, y'all. About to play some games that matter. The last one we're going to talk about is Sakima Walker. Sakima Walker, 9 minutes, 2 points, 51% from the field, shooting 74% from the free throw line. Sakima has been playing a little bit more, with Cardoza not, playing and the whole thing when she was overseas. But what I've been seeing with Sakima Walker is a more confident player. We've been seeing a more confident player in Sakima Walker when she gets in the basketball game. First, she hustles. That's the first thing. Second, she fights. She's gonna not get bullied. Not get bullied because she's a grown ass woman. Let's talk about that. She's a grown ass woman. She ain't gonna get bullied. So she's gonna push back. She's gonna push back. She's gonna work hard, and that's what you want. Regardless, you're playing 8 minutes or you're playing 15 minutes. And I think that when she comes to the basketball game, she knows limited minutes, but I'm going to give you everything I got. I'm going to give you everything I got when I'm in the basketball game. And I love to see her. We are seeing the growth of Sakima Walker, and it took some time, but hopefully she comes back next season. And use the COVID year that she has and continue to get better. Because come on. You got a Dale Tack coming off an injury, okay? You're going to more than likely, Ashlyn Watkins is going to be starting center next season. You got Feagin getting a lot of run at center and at power forward. But you got a Sakima Walker who can get you 12, 13 minutes of basketball game with improved play. Come on. Sania Feagin, Chloe, all these players. But then you got a Joyce Edwards who you can bring along, get minutes. A Dale Tack, bring her along slowly over that injury. Oh, my gosh. There's some minutes to be had. As long as she continues to get better. And I don't see why she won't. She's more comfortable in the system. She's obviously been working hard. She's dropped some weight during the season, too. That's the thing, too. During the season, the girls have got more fit. They got more fit. And, of course, they playing more basketball, but also they just look quicker and faster and everything. You watch other teams play. You're like, South Carolina, a whole different level, some of these teams. All these teams. It's a different level of basketball. All these teams Division I, and South Carolina Division I plus, because we doing some things other teams don't do offensively and defensively. I was watching Creighton play. I'm like, whoa, they ain't gonna do nothing on South Carolina. Creighton, shoot all them threes you want to if we play y'all. Shoot all them threes. They little, first off. I watching, I just watch all the other teams. We're just different. So we had a live show on last night, which was really good. Live show that was really good. Actually, we had 2 live shows this second. We had the members only live show that started at 7. And if you want to become a member and part of that members only, live show, go to my YouTube channel and click on join and membership and all that stuff, and you'll be part of that too. We're gonna be doing that, every week, every couple of weeks, a members only show. But in particular, the live show, we had so many questions, so many different, comments, and just so many different things. I couldn't get through all of them. Could not get through all of them. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through a few of them that I didn't get through, and we're going to close it out with this. So we're going to talk about, Natural Girl. I just love those fast breaks. Sunday, the ball barely touched the floor. Not a lot of dribbling. Natural Girl, thank you for the comment, first off. And facts. So pretty watching Carolina play. So pretty watching Carolina play, and so pretty, passing the ball and moving the ball without dribbling and finding an open player and scoring easily. That is not unnoticed. That goes without, with Carolina, that we're going to move the ball. The usage rate for Carolina basketball players are low compared to other teams because we move the ball so much. Hence why our field goal percentage is so high, because we will work the ball and find the open person. Okay. So Natural Girl, thank you for the comment. Terrence Lewis, what's up, fam? Sarah is Aaliyah Boston with handles and a 3-ball. Thank you for the comment. Terrence, bro, I would not say that she's Aaliyah Boston. First off, Aaliyah Boston 6'5", Sarah Strong is about 6'2". Let's start with that. Aaliyah Boston is a far better defender than Sarah Strong at the high school level. I'm not going to talk about the finished product that we saw at college, but at high school level, Aaliyah Boston was number 3 ranked recruit in her recruiting class too. Sarah Strong right now by ESPN's number 1 ranked recruit. So, defensively, Aaliyah Boston was better in high school. It was a shot blocker. Sarah Strong, not so much. But what Sarah Strong is, she can handle the ball, like you just said, and she can shoot the 3 far better than I'm going to say this right here. Sarah Strong, is the best three-point shooter in college basketball this year. She is. And she comes to South Carolina, she's going to be one of the best shooters on this team. And I anticipate her playing 3. I don't anticipate Sarah Strong playing 4. Some of the folks say, "Oh, Cap, she's going to play 4." I think Sarah going to play 3. I really do. I think the position is well suited for her, the way she handles the ball, and especially the way she shoot that 3. I think it'd be amazing if she decides to go to South Carolina, which goes into the next question or the next comment by South Carolina bred Gullah accent. What is the fascination with these North Carolina players? Sarah Strong plays in the church league. Thank you for the comment. First of all, now I address the whole Sarah Strong plays in the church league. Well, it's not a church league. It's Grace Christian basketball team is currently ranked by ESPN as one of the top 20 high school basketball teams in the country. Okay, we're not just talking about North Carolina. We're talking about in the country. And they are an excellent basketball team, and they are, they're led by Sarah Strong. Okay, so, but we have to. The fascination with North Carolina players, I don't think it's a fascination with North Carolina players at all. It's a fascination with Sarah Strong, and she happens to be from North Carolina. But if Sarah Strong resided in Minnesota, if she resided in Iowa, if she resided in Wisconsin, Maine, any of these places, there'd still be a fascination because she's one of the best basketball players in the country. And I say that not because of high school whatsoever. I only say that because of high school. I say it because of the exposure tournaments. I say it because of Team USA. I say it because when she has been matched up against the best of the best, and then if you haven't been locked on to your man Captain Will for a long time, I went to the Under Armour Elite 24 last summer, and a few months after I started the show. And I saw Sarah Strong going up against Joyce Edwards for 3 days. And I'm talking about scrimmages. I'm talking about workouts. I'm talking about stretching. I'm talking about all these different things where you see how good players are. And then also at Under Armour Elite, you're talking about Jelani Cameron. Saw her. Manny McDaniel. Saw her. Saw so many great players in the 2024, 25, and 26. And we'll start talking about 2025 class after the season ends. But Sarah Strong is the truth. She's the truth. And if she comes to South Carolina, it's going to be another additional 5-star top-level recruit coming to South Carolina, along with Joyce, along with Maddie, and along with Adele Tack. Okay? Gamecock Chuck, what's up, fam? This was an efficient and collective win for our ladies. 91% from the free throw line was so good to see. Love your show, man. Appreciate you, brother. And Gamecock Chuck has a podcast. Y'all need to check him out. He has like a buffet of different topics. Covers football, covers basketball, both men and women. He does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Check out Gamecock Chuck. And your comment is spot on, man. Like the 91% from the free throw line. That's crazy. By any stretch of the imagination, that's crazy. Natural Girl with another comment. They will roll LSU if we start and play like they did on Sunday. The defense is suffocating. The defense that we played on Sunday is A+ level defense for South Carolina. A+ level defense. That was crazy. You talking about they couldn't even get in their sets. They could not even, it was out. They were so out of whack offensively. They didn't know what to do. I'm talking about the coaching staff too. They didn't know what to do. They couldn't do nothing with South Carolina. Pretty much the whole game. That defense, if that carries over, I'm talking about, we already got a great, spectacular defense, but that type of defense that we played on Sunday carries over during the tournament, it's a wrap. Maple Leaf Studios Productions. First off, thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. What position does Joyce play? Joyce plays power forward. In high school, she's playing center. But in college, and specifically for South Carolina, she will be playing power forward. She's 6'2", almost 6'3". I think she's 6'3". Because she's a good bit taller than me, and I'm 6 foot. So I think Joyce is 6'3". And so we getting Joyce is, we get another one. Just say that right there. We get another one right there. Uniquely Chick. Hey, Cap. Hey, what's up? What is up, fam? Christopher Jones. Reportedly, Kim and a couple others said the SEC tournament is too much of a home game for us. So, sorry for your loss. What do you want to do? You want to complain now? Want to complain now? Want to complain early? You know, cause I didn't hear none of these complaints when during the offseason that we had the dream team. LSU, y'all remember that? Because we don't, the national media don't talk about it anymore. They all the offseason. Oh, LSU killed the offseason. LSU killed the transfer portal. They got Haley Van Lith. They got Anisha Morrow. They got #1 ranked recruiting class. We're gonna go undefeated. We're gonna do all this stuff, and then basketball started. Season started. First game of the season, LSU lost. All the hype that was given, the supposed dream team. Now, you ain't hear no complaints about, LSU playing in Greenville for the SEC tournament during the offseason. No, because we the defending national champions, although there's only 2 players on the team, who's actually on the national championship team. They lost a lot of players. They brought in some players who they thought was going to bring them right back, but it didn't happen. So now we're going to complain about Carolina being close to Greenville. So deal with it. And stop crying. This Brody Rowe. LSU fans got their hater in boots and hats on real tight in Greenville. Oh, well, I'm here to drink all the tears. Appreciate you, brother. Because it don't matter what South Carolina plays LSU. If y'all make it to the final of the tournament. If y'all make it to the final of the tournament, y'all be seeing South Carolina in Greenville, and it will be a lot of garden and black. But it don't matter. We just beat y'all at LSU. Now, it was a tough game. And really a tough environment for our young team. But I tell you this right here, it don't matter what we play. We can play in Las Vegas. We can play in Maryland. We can play on the moon. It don't matter. LSU is not as good of a basketball team as South Carolina. Those are the facts. You weren't as good last year. You're not as good this year. And it really hurts. It really hurts as LSU fans to say that we won the chip. We won the chip, but South Carolina beat us by 25 points. Oh, we won the chip. We come into the season and lose the first game against Colorado, and then multiple games throughout the season, and then South Carolina beats you again. If we beat y'all, we meet y'all in the SEC tournament, and we beat y'all up in Greenville, and right now y'all predicted to be a #4 seed in the big dance. Oh, what about the #4 seed going down to #5? You know what I'm saying? When y'all got to play some top level talent. Then don't even discuss about the Final Four. We don't do none of that. We don't do none of that stuff. So strap them up tight and let's go. Brooke Tasted, 2010, Breezy Hall. Love that. Breezy. Mike Jink, what's up, Cap? You going to the end of the SEC tournament? Go Irish. Mike Jink been rocking me for a long time. Appreciate you, brother. My plan is it's still up in the air. And the reason I say it's up in the air, because I got to figure out the logistics of doing the show, participating in the game, all those different things. So I'm still working out how I'm going to do that. So more to follow with that. Shakim, Dawn is a true professional and a great mentor who provides expert tutelage for her players. She is all about success for her players on and off the field. I love her. Same. I couldn't say more. So couldn't say it better. You would never hear me say anything negative about Dawn Staley, professionally or personally, ever. I will rock with Dawn Staley until the wheels fall off in cricket. I will. And I don't see how a parent or a player could say no to Dawn Staley. I don't see how that can happen. I really don't. Because her resume speaks for itself. She gets the players to the W. There's never any problems with South Carolina. And if there are problems, you'll never know about it. Everything's kept in house. I love that. She's the mama bear of all these players, and they believe in her. And you hear the same thing from the family members saying the same stuff. We are blessed to have Dawn Staley at the University of South Carolina. Blessed. It could have happened to a better person getting these multiple championships, getting their 600th victory, and it's just going to get more and more and more. Maple Leaf Studio Productions, again, thank you for being a member. Cap, your analytics. A lot of folks love my analytics. I love analytics. I love numbers. That is what I love to do and kind of break down more about the game and the players that they're not talking about, on your regular podcast, because this podcast is different. Ain't no podcast like this right here. Matter of fact, this was a laid back podcast today. You turn into these live shows, you about to have a great time with your man, Captain Will. And just continue to tune in, continue to subscribe. wherever you get your podcast, because this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man all day long, Captain Will. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, J-Rock did this beat.